Nothing but bits.
Hey guys and girls, welcome back to That's Mr. Camper. We got another video of the bits. Today is September 28th, 2015. Sorry there hasn't been a video in a little while since the patch, but there hasn't been a whole lot of juicy information out there, but I got a couple for you here. Let's start off with the Xbox One Holiday Bundle. It will be here October 27th, 2015. It comes with an Xbox One, a 1 terabyte hard drive, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Rare Replay, Ori and the Blind Forest, and it comes with the upgraded controller with the 3.5 millimeter jack so you can hook into your headset. What they should have came out in the beginning of this console, but that's for another video. Let's move on to the next little tidbit we got. And Movie Pilot has written an article, Could Gears of War 4 disappoint to the same extent as Gears of War Ultimate Edition? He goes a little bit, he doesn't dig into the multiplayer, folks, but he draws on comparison about Rod Ferguson saying Gears of War 4 is going to go back to its roots, it's going to go back to this, it's going to go back to that. And he draws on the comparisons between the campaign and sticking with the basis of the multiplayer and the menu system. If you want to check this guy's out, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he says in here, but it's an interesting read. It's about 5 minutes long, so if you want to check out what this guy's got to say, link will be in the description. Click on that. Let's move on to the next article I got for you. I got an article for Rod Ferguson Q&A with USA Today. Hey, that rhymed. I'm not going to lead you down the primrose path here. This is pretty much a standard press release, and keeping Rod Ferguson and Gears of War because he's the one that's toe tagged with Gears of War right now. It's the standard press release, guys. The Q&A questions. Why was it time for Gears of War to come back? What did you learn at the other developers that you're able to bring back to Gears of War? And what do you expect in Gears of War in the future? The standard Q&A questions that you would expect in a presser. This is just trying to keep Gears of War relevant until Gears of War 4 drops. It's about a 10-minute read, 12-minute read, depending on how fast you go. You might pick up on a few more little tidbits than I got out of it. It was an interesting read, but anything ground-shaking or earth-shattering that was dropped in this article, because you know USA Today is the forefront on gaming out there, especially Gears of War, but it does answer a few little bitty tidbit questions, but nothing groundbreaking. Check it out. Link will be in the description. Let's go on to the next one. This is a reminder that Hype4 will be out here real soon. The LAN tournament to date will be a whopping $10,000 prize pool on LAN-based servers, no online mode. I am predicting that there will be a lot of upsets because people get used to playing on their online connections, and when you get the LAN, from what I'm told and what the pro players say, it is a totally different game. Everything works differently on LAN compared to online. I am very much looking forward to it. I haven't seen where they're going to broadcast this over Twitch, but if they do, I'll let you know. And who wins, I'll let you know in the bits. And if you want to click on Gears Declassified, his link will be in the description to his Twitter account or her Twitter account, so you can check them out. Hype4 Station's always in the link, so make sure you go check them out. If you want any more details on Hype4, let's go! And if you wonder who won pre-Cup 7 for Gears of War Ultimate Edition, it was none other than Vex Gaming. They've made a really big push lately. They fought it out with Fury. Glory started really hard and heavy for the first 3, but kind of tailed off. I guess these guys figured out pretty much how to play these maps and how to box Glory out, but they're still right there. They got a core system set up. Mainly the top players and top teams are sticking around the forefront of this. Congratulations very much to Vex Gaming, and Fury came in second. I'm sure they'll be fighting and in the mix in the future. And don't forget also, this Thursday, October 1st, 2015, 18 CDC Pre-Cup 8 will be out. Now, I'm sure they learned their lesson from not broadcasting the time before last, because they came out with a whole bunch of pressers starting at 5 o'clock when Cup 7 came out. I'm sure they'll do it for this one, because I'm sure a lot of people gave them a lot of grief for not having the announcers for ESL, especially the preseason cups, because I really enjoyed it. I made sure to let them know my disappointment in not having the announcers there. So I'm hoping that ESL 8 will have it as well. Let's go on. And if you were wondering about the ESL Pro League seeding points, 1 through 16 is up on the stream right now. Swarm, Fury, Vex Gaming, Ralph Boys, Trademark, Prophecy, Annex, MBN, Murder by Numbers, Villains Gal, Happy Face, Nova VXC. We got Frag Dominant, Resurrection K, Cool Cats, Hybrids, and Momentum rounding out the top 16. You can see the gold and silver and the bronze there swarmed up by Swarm. Actually, they're number 1, followed by Fury, Vex Gaming, Ralph and the Boys, and Trademark. So if you want to click on the ESL link in the description, you can read a little bit more about these guys. That'll be there for you. And if you're wondering about the teams that are in $2,000 prize pool, let's start out with Swarm, Fury, Psychic, Vex 2000, Bean, and Ralph and the Boys. Round out your top 5. Not a whole lot of points separating these guys. 0.47, separating 5th from 1st. So it's a tight race, folks. And the individual leaders for Gears of War Ultimate Edition are Deadeyes, Tramex, Lava, Graphics, and HLP, separating about 750 points between number 5 to number 1. So HLP's got a little ways to go if he wants to catch Deadeyes. And Gears of War top 5 are King Frags, File Shots, Racer, Evades, and Bounce 'em, rounding out the top 5. Not a whole lot of separating these guys. None of them's undefeated, but they're damn good at the game. Top 1 through 5 right there on the lower right of your screen. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Bits. A lot of key information out there. Couple of articles. Make sure you check out that bundle if you haven't picked it up. It seems like a really good deal, so you don't have to get the terabyte. You get the upgraded controller and a couple of games to go along with it, so it might be a good thing for the folks to pick up for you. Or if you got the cash, just go out and slap it down and pick you up one of those. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Bits. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and you guys have a fantastic Gears of War Ultimate Edition and Gears of War week. We'll see you later.